Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Wishing you a very happy and prosperous new year. I'm sure you have made some resolutions for this new year. Let me know in the comment section what resolutions you have made for 2026. So guys, I've just ended the 15 days English speaking challenge. I want to know your suggestions and comments about the series. Basically, how did you find it? If it has helped you or not, because it's going to help me to design new plans and new strategy for you to start speaking English fluently and confidently. So let's continue with the speaking practice. So in this session, I'm going to take up some small talk topics and I'm going to speak on it so that you also get a ready-made sample of how to start speaking in such situations or how to have small talk with people in different situations. And I'm going to give you examples of my real life situation which has happened to me and how I have started having conversations with people in those situations. So this is a real life situation. It happens with all of us. Very simple topics I'm going to take up and I'm going to speak on it. It is absolutely going to help you, so stay with me guys. On that note, welcome back to my channel. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. But if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, quickly subscribe my channel, like and share my videos. Do write your comments in the comment section and do not forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and access to all the amazing content on this channel. What you have to do is stay tuned, stay connected, and watch my entire video to master this skill. So let's begin. So recently I have been on a vacation and I've met lots and lots of people. So I'm going to take up 3 situations where I've met different people, strangers, and how I spoke to them or how they spoke to me in those situations. Okay, so these are real life conversational topics or small talk topics which usually comes up in our conversations. When we meet strangers, when we meet colleagues, friends, we do generally talk about it. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my vacation here. Okay, and different places where I met people and I had a conversation with them. Situation number 1. We hired a taxi to visit places. Okay, so when we entered the taxi, the driver was very warm and he welcomed us very well. He greeted us and he started speaking to us. So how he started the conversation. Now he was also a stranger, we were also stranger to him. But then he took that initiative to start speaking. Not all taxi drivers does this. But I found him very interesting and I really appreciated his efforts. And at that moment, I realized that I can start with small talk topics, and this is the best example I can give it to you. So when I sat in the taxi driver greeted us, said, "Good morning. How are you, ma'am? How are you, sir?" Yes, he was having a conversation in his mother tongue or in Hindi, but then how to start a conversation in any language is not different, right? It's the same. So that is why I'm going to talk to you about it. So he greeted us saying, "Good morning, madam. Good morning, sir. How are you?" And then he started talking to us. "Have you come for a holiday here? What are your plans? How many days are you here? What all places you want to visit? If you want to know about anything." So he started asking us a lot of things. He wanted us to know the city better and he suggested us a lot of places also where we can go. So on the way he was able to see a lot of places and he told us that, you know, ma'am, this is also a place which you can visit. So on the way we had a zoo also. So he told us that this is a zoo. There are lots of animals there. There is a underwater something aquarium was also there. So he informed us about that also. I had a kid with me, so he understood that we might be interested in going to the zoo also. So he was very clever, very smart guy, and then he suggested us such places which was really interesting. So he suggested a zoo to us. So this is how conversation grows, right? He started talking to us about, are you here for a vacation? How long your stay is? And then he started asking us about, what are your plans? Where do you want to visit? Or do you want to know anything from me? Any information you want to know from me? And then he started talking to us about zoo or about shopping places, like where we can go, how we can bargain there, and a lot of stuffs he told us. And it was a very interesting ride, and we enjoyed every moment with him. He gave us a lot of information about the city, about the places to visit, and how we can save time also. So it was a very interesting conversation. So basically, in such situations, when we are outside at any picnic spot or a vacation spot or a holiday spot, we meet a lot of people there, right? We can also start speaking to them in the same way. It need not to be a taxi driver only who can speak about it. We can approach them also, and we can say, hi, hello, how are you? So how is your vacation going? Right? Which places did you visit? Or which places are there in your bucket list to visit in this city? Okay, so we can talk about it. We can further go ahead and ask them any good restaurant you have visited lately, or if you could recommend a good restaurant or a hotel to us where we can have dinner or lunch or a buffet, right? So this is how we can start talking to people when we are on a vacation or a holiday, or at a place which is at a tourist place when we are in. Okay, so we meet a lot of people, a lot of strangers. So we have a lot of queries. We are unknown to that place, right? We just know, okay, we have to visit this place. We can eat at this restaurant, but there are lots more. So we can start discussing with others also. If we can just start asking for information or getting somebody else's view also, it will be better, right? We might land up visiting a new place or a new tourist spot or a new restaurant which we have never thought of, right? So this is how, when you are in the situation, you can just start talking to people. So these are real life situations which happen to all of us, and we can start talking about it. So what we can talk about it? We can talk about what places we can visit or what you have visited in the city, any recommendation for a good restaurant or a hotel or a buffet, right? Or any recommendation for a tourist spot or place to visit, or any shopping place or a mall or a game zone, whatever you want to. So you can ask, or you can talk about it with people who are also visiting the city. Now, situation number 2. So I was sitting at a platform, railway platform, and I was waiting for my train with my kid. A stranger came there, and there was some place to sit on the bench. So he came there and he asked me if I can sit there. So I told him yes, but my daughter started saying that no, this place is for my daddy. But then I said, don't worry, you can sit here for some time. Anyways, we have to move to some other place. So again, he wanted to sit, but my daughter was adamant. She didn't want him to sit there. But then I spoke to her, and then finally she made him sit. So he started speaking to her. He said, what is your name? Where are you from? Where are you going? So he started interacting with her. So she was answering his questions, and then finally he started speaking to me also. So what subject we started speaking on? Where are you going or where are you from? And then he started asking me about my profession. Like, are you working, ma'am? So I said yes. And then he asked me about my husband also. I said yes. So where do you work? Which sector do you work in? All these things he started asking me. So when he got to know about me, that I am into HR and learning and development, he was very impressed, and he started asking me more details about it. What kind of trainings you give, what kind of professionals you train. So basically the conversation was mostly into profession. So he asked my husband's profession, he started discussing with him also, and he started asking me about my profession also, and he wanted to get more details about what trainings I give, whom do I train, and how do I, or what kind of sessions I take. So basically he started asking me about those things. So we started having a discussion about our profession, and then we also asked him about his profession also. So he was into marketing, and later he started asking us if some companies are hiring, if we can recommend him to some other company also if there is any vacancy. So we started discussing about all these things. So this is another topic, small talk topic, which we can take up with people, right? So you can talk about your profession, you can talk about others' profession also, and we can have a conversation for a short duration of time. As I told you, I was on the railway platform, I was waiting for my train, and then after this conversation we left and we went to the other side to catch our train. Okay, so how we can start talking about it? So when we are in our office, we are outside also with our friends also, we can speak about it. We do use public transport, we do go for an event or gatherings. So there also we can start having discussion on our profession as well. Okay, so we can greet people, we can say hi, hello, and then we can start asking about each other's profession as well. Like, what do you do? This is a very simple basic question which we can ask people. What do you do? And then the person might reply, I am into IT, I am into manufacturing, or I am a manager, or whatever people want to, or I'm a housewife or a homemaker, whatever you are. What do you do? People will reply to this question. And then accordingly, you can take the conversation ahead. If somebody has replied that I'm an HR professional or I'm an IT professional, the next question you can come up with is, what is your profile in IT? Or what do you work on in IT? Okay, so department or technology, profile, anything you can ask. And then you can just, when the person will reply to the question, you will dig more deeper. Okay, so this is how you can start having conversation with people on profession or professional life, what people do. So ask basic questions. What do you do? Which department are you from? What is your role or what is your profile? That's it. Talk about yours as well and end the conversation. So it is a small talk topic. Okay, you can talk on this topic with anyone at any place. You can speak to strangers. The best part is you can speak to strangers on these topics. Okay, so this is another situation. The next situation, or the third situation is, we were in the hotel and there was housekeeping staffs which came for cleaning the room. Okay, they were also very friendly. They spoke to my daughter and then they started speaking to us as well, like, how is your stay? Are you comfortable here? Any difficulty you are facing, etc. So they started asking us simple questions to just interact with us. And then before going, they handed me the card and said, can you please scan this QR and rate us online? I said, yes, definitely. Why not? I'll do that. So this is how, people start interacting, right? They were housekeeping staffs. Still, they started speaking to us, right? How is your stay going? Is there any problem you're facing? Or do you need anything else? And then they cleared the room, they cleaned the room, and they asked me to, check once. And then they provided me the card to review them online. So this is how people interact with strangers, right? You must have something or the other to speak to people. So this is another conversational topic or small talk topic which we can take up. Like, how was your stay? If you heard somebody has been on a vacation, right, in your office, college, or any your neighbor or friends or relatives, you can just ask them the question, how was the hotel? How was the cleanliness? How was the housekeeping staff? How was your stay? Whether it was comfortable or not? How was the food there? How was the staffs there? So we can ask these questions, okay, related to the hotel or the stay or anything else. So I just wanted to take up my situation and tell you about it so that you can relate to it and you can understand how people start having small talks with others. Okay, so likewise, you can also take up any of these topics, any of these conversations, and you can small talk topics or conversational topics, and you can start speaking with people on it. You can talk to your friends also about it, relatives also, strangers also, office colleagues also, friends also on these topics, right? The only thing you have to do is you have to keep on speaking in English, right? If you keep on speaking in English, then only you are going to develop fluency and confidence in speaking in English. If you stop, it will not help you. You will go back to stage 1. So guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching, and keep exploring. See you. Bye bye and take care.